Well, hi y'all. Happy day, everybody. It's Auntie Tommy Jane, each hosted hostess on the Train Granny channel, coming to you baked at about 20 to bar time. I didn't go out and work tonight. We were at the Space Jam. Top Dead Center. Randy Clayman's company is involved with some NASA meet and greet geek thing that they do every year at the Marriott Star Pass, which is this amazing hotel. It's like, wow, look at the size of this place, like giant hallways, like feels like, wow, boy, that's just huge. I've never been in a hotel that big. Real nice ballroom, and one of the NASA guys one of the flight engineers got up on the stage with Randy and the guys and sang. It was a lot of fun, real nice. And, one thing that really struck me tonight was, here I got this nice outfit on. And I was showing a lot of boob too. You know, I mean, I don't look like a man in a dress. I look like a feminine person that may or may not have a penis. And that's just the way. That's what I look like, and that's how people tell me that they feel my heart. I'm a feminine person. Sorry about the penis. You can do that fake tranny shit. You don't know what I lived with all my life. I've only been out for a couple of years now. I've only been on hormones for a year. So I got a lot of testosterone damage to repair. But hey, I've lived with gender dysphoria 24/7. And if you can't see that I'm female, I don't want you near me. People in Tucson, this is what I was getting at. It's like I hear about all these people like talking about just hate speech and rude people and that are freaked out by transgender people. I don't experience that in Tucson at all. Queers, straight people and gays. There's no gay district, for instance. There's gay bars here and there. We're just mixed in among all the others. There's no real gay neighborhood that I know of. Tucson's very proud of its diversity, and the straights get along with the gays, and everybody respects the transgender people. And it's just, especially here, because the natives understand the Two-Spirit people real well. And what, if you can't see that in me, I'm just not interested in, like, debating with you, thanks. What can I say? That's what I keep telling all the girls and guys in the support groups. And like these kiwi farmers and the AMVs, they think that like I'm a total outcast and alone and an attention whore and just begging for attention, a con artist, yada yada yada. I'm an established artist. I'm a freak. I'm real strange. I'm real eccentric. I really don't need or want that much attention because, like, I'm totally in meditation for healing. I have been all my life, and if you can't get on that same wavelength, I ain't getting like down into the gutter with you. The more I get, the less of that I want to indulge in, and especially not online. I have the most wonderful friends online. Most of my friends are artists and educators, and all different, and beautiful, wonderful, courageous people like Dr. Donna. I can't even say the last names of these people right now because of the threat from these kiwi farmers. And they've already tried to start a threat on Lorelei, and she's way too busy to even deal with that. She's writing a regular column, and she's on the street involved in something, and it's Pride Month right now, Pride Week out there, and she don't need to be involved in this shit. Unfortunately, the threat about her just fell flat on its face because she totally isn't responding to any of it. She's not even responding to me. I hope she's not still pissed for me even getting her involved in it because they just, heard me mention her name and went after her. So I'm, these fake names right now. You want to know what's really going on? You need to contact me privately because I'm not going to be talking about it like I gotta be real careful what I say in the videos. You know, these people are trying to paint me as a pedophile and insane and all this other stuff. I'm an artist. And I've had a very strange life, and yeah, my dog liked to get her pee-pee whacked. Um, what hippie dog doesn't like his pee-pee whacked? And yeah, I almost had sex with a almost 16-year-old girl, but like this girl was like um, fully mature in every other way but her chronological age, and had been sexually active for several years before this even happened. And what happened was totally consensual. I didn't force myself on her. It's not like she was drunk and unconscious behind a dumpster. And she's, you know, these people were trying to get me prosecuted for it 30 some odd years later, and there was nothing to prosecute there in the first place. What happened was very common in the music industry, especially on the fringe, and very often with girls much younger and much less willing. So fuck that shit. Anything more than, hey, Tommy, you shouldn't do that kind of crap at 28. Yeah, I know, and nothing really came of it, so forget it. Oh, okay, fine. If you got more to it than that, unfriend me, leave me in peace. Don't talk about it where I can see it. I'm through. I've said what I'm going to say about it. Garrett Beck knows what I got to say about it. Garrett Beck knows that Martin Cheney told a lie about me sexually assaulting a 9-year-old or a 14-year-old boy at 1999 Pennsylvania. I don't want to hear that stuff anymore. Go talk about it somewhere where somebody else can see it. I don't want to see that about anybody. I never did like it. You know, if you're going to talk about somebody, they need to be present, good or bad. You got something to say about somebody, they need to be able to answer for themselves, or you got no moral what's the word I'm looking for? No moral sanction, no moral mandate to be looking around in somebody's past like that, trying to dredge up shit like that and turn it into something when it really wasn't to begin with. See it all over the place. You know, you could have branded all sorts of people pedophiles and cons and all sorts of shit. And it's like, hey, put that somewhere I don't have to see it. I'm involved with activists and organizers on the ground all over the world. We are transgender people, and we are committed to protecting each other, to supporting each other in our lifestyles, no matter what the choices are, including the sex workers and kinky transvestites. It's all transgender, and I'm intersex. Believe it or not, I don't care. My doctor knows, and that's just the way it is. Excuse me. I got some beautiful friends in my life, and wonderful women and men who are gender nonconforming. So, some of them are transitioning completely. Some of them aren't even able to live, just are in the closet at best. Most of them are like me. We're not terribly, don't pass real well and don't care, because we're being ourselves. And we're being accepted in our communities by our friends and neighbors as ourselves. So what's south of my belly button doesn't make any difference to my friends. We're having a wonderful time tonight. Only the hardest of hardcore from the 420 family showed up. There's only about 15 people from the 420 family, when there's usually more like 30 or 40 of the inner circle crowd at the hut. And nobody gives me a second look. I don't feel eyes on me trying to figure me out, or any kind of sarcasm or contempt in people's voices when they're talking to me. I don't see it in their eyes. I don't feel their eyes on my back. All these things I see transgender people complaining about all over the world, are not happening to me in Tucson, praise God. And I only wish for all my siblings that you have similar success in living authentically and being yourselves. Well, no, just you know. Hey, and oh yeah, that's the transgender news of the week. We got us another tabloid transition in progress. Richard Simmons has come out as Fiona. And it's a wonderful thing because the sex gender binary is like totally unnatural. Um, Masculinity and femininity are on a sliding scale; they're not one or the other. And gender comes from the brain, and sex is in the genitals. And there's lots of different ways it can mix. And in me, I'm heterosexual, but I'm cross-wired. I'm totally like female in the mind and male in the gonads, and that's just the way I am. And I'm not going to get anything altered. This is the way I am. I've been promised by the Spirit since I was a small child that if I just lived with what I had as righteously as I could, I would be healed. And on the last day, and I have faith in that Sky Daddy and all that other fabulous nonsense that the pantheists or the pansexual polyamorous pagans are ridiculing and slamming. I don't support organized religion and churches imperialism. I stand against that. But I stand for the teachings of the prophets and the avatars. Yeah, God got out of hand a few times, and we don't know because it was thousands of years ago. What that was all about. We just know what is expected of us in terms of the way we're going to behave toward each other and toward the other animals and plants and everything, and mineral life on the world, and that's just the way it is. And you do it right, and the rewards are great. And you do it wrong, and the punishment is horrifying. And it's it could be heaven or hell. It's all we've got free will, and we have these wonderful opposable thumbs, and go for it. And we're a socializing species, or we're happy alone. It's however you want to play it. We got this free will. We're the universal creator who lives within us, and so. I don't know, maybe I'm starting to ramble and roam a little bit too much. I don't even want to go over there and start reading that horse shit. Those people it's a transphobic hate cult, and that's just the way it is. It's a terrible threat to the community, but I'm not gonna be chasing anybody on it. Anybody wants to come to me and share information, cool. I'm gonna be going after the law enforcement and the courts on it, and Congress, because I know that trying to sue people like that is a waste of time. It's a total waste of time and money. Hopefully we can get some criminal action going, but they're protected. They think their First Amendment protected, and that's not really what's happening. What they're protected by is that the laws on a state level have no teeth. There's laws against doing what these people are doing, but because it's internet and because it's interstate, there's no extradition available. They don't have the jurisdiction over the perpetrators in other states. And then on the federal level, there's a lot of conflict in what agencies are really supposed to be dealing with it. If there's any agency at all that's capable of dealing with some of it. Again, the laws lack teeth, and the agencies lack manpower. There's so much huge financial crime going on, and so much like really serious violent crime that's being staged through the internet. That when it gets down to cyberbullying dissident artists or kooks, video blogging kooks, that's something they don't have the manpower for. Boy, I got a collection of victims coming together here. We'll see which ones of them are like not have some aren't totally whacked. I mean, so these people are, I mean, like the people on the kiwi farmers themselves are batshit crazy, and the people that they're going after are worse. Most of them. I haven't really seen anybody that's got their shit real well together, and some of these people definitely need to be like exposed to the public, but others, they're just harassing. So that's 15 minutes. We can keep it under 20. I said pretty much all I want to say. No, the more people get to see us as we are, rather than as a Dr. McHugh or the American College of Pediatrics, or any of these other transphobic hate groups are trying to paint us. And they see that we're just no different from anybody else, except that we're, you know, not quite right in the gender versus sex thing. And it's cool, it's natural, it's you know, a very small amount, and praise God that the majority of Americans understand that you cannot discriminate against a group just because they're small and you're afraid of something that might happen if there's somebody impersonating them. That hasn't even happened, you know. It's like before the fact enforcement of the law is just not something that's part of American jurisprudence. It's not something that we legislate. You can't legislate morality, and you can't impose your morality on some other group. You know, freedom of religion means you're free to practice your own religion, but you ain't free to put it on anybody else. And on that note, happy day. Thanks for listening. Bye.